Please like, hit that button, and please hit that button. Subscribe.
Wait, what?
That was cool. Keep that in there too. Wait, what? That was cool.
No. I'm not keeping wait, what?
Wait, what? Wasted 35 minutes on technical difficulty.
What the fuck?
On his part. Trying to blame it on me.
Oh, we snitching?
Okay, we are snitching. Welcome back, everyone.
Don't let me tell on you.
Just because I'm a savvy shopper doesn't mean...
Don't let me tell on you, man.
Cheap fuck.
Okay.
Okay, all right. Who we have here?
This is going to be Carlin.
George Carlin. Don't say Carlin. You hit George Carlin. One of the masters.
Show some respect.
Show some respect.
People only need one name.
One of the masters.
If you say Carlin,
masters,
you know who that is.
That's right.
Just like you say Kobe.
You didn't know about him until I told you about him, right?
I knew about Carlin. I knew all about him. I mean, he's a legend in the game, but I didn't really watch his stuff growing up. But I knew about him. Mm-hmm. I mean, who don't? If you know about comedy, who don't know about the legends of comedy? You heard about them, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So, yeah, but we haven't done a Carlin in a while, man.
It's been a minute.
It's your fault,
we still got people reacting to the religion one that we did. Oh, you guys scared to talk about religion and blah, blah, blah. And they'll be like,
man. A true comedian is fearless.
Or they'll be like, they still comment on some, oh, it's not true. You can change people's minds about their politics and religion. Yes, you can change some people's minds, guys. Obviously, you can change some people's minds on anything. But most people you're wasting your time with. We're not wasting our time here, man. We're not going to talk about politics or religion.
No, we're not.
It's a waste of my time. I'm not wasting my time trying to single out who's the one that's going to listen. No.
It's a negative.
People don't realize, people forget that what comes out of your mouth is an opinion. We all have opinions. Not truth, not fact. You have opinions.
It's all opinions, guys.
When someone take it too far, no, it's not opinion, it's fact. Those are the nuts you don't want to deal with.
Yep.
Those are the nuts.
Right. But Carlin is a legend.
No question.
He's got to be on the Mount Rushmore, whether you have him as your personal favorite or not.
Right. This
is going to be rape. I guess it's talking about rape, man. About rape.
Sensitive topic.
I don't know. This might be another topic that I'm not touching.
Right, we're not touching. He said something funny, we'll laugh.
We'll see how this goes, man, because...
Not the definition and content.
Carlin goes in sometimes.
It's about the content.
Let's see where he goes with this.
Yeah, let's see.
Thanks, the views expressed here are not of the break room. That little disclaimer down below.
Cancel us, please.
Okay,
right. Real quick, if you like what we do, if you like our channel, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. We do a lot more, guys. Check out the other vids that we have. We appreciate you guys. Let's check it out. Let's see what it's about.
Oh, some people don't like you to talk like that. Oh, some people don't like to shut you up for saying
like Al
those
Pacino.
things. You know that. Lots of people, lots of groups in this country want to tell you how to talk, tell you what you can't talk about. Well, sometimes they'll say, well, you can talk about something, but you can't joke about it. Say you can't joke about something because it's not funny. Comedians run into that shit all the time. Like rape, they'll say, you can't joke about rape. Rape's not funny. I say, fuck you, I think it's hilarious. How do you like that? I can prove to you that rape is funny. Picture Porky Pig raping Elmer Fudd. See, hey, why do you think they call him Porky, huh? I know what you're gonna say. Elmer was asking for it. Elmer was coming on to Porky. Porky couldn't help himself. He got a hard on. He got horny. He lost control. He went out of his mind. A lot of men talk like that. A lot of men think that way. They think it's the woman's fault. They like to blame the rape on the woman. Say, hey, she had it coming. She was wearing a short skirt. These guys think women ought to go to prison for being cock teasers. Don't seem fair to me. Don't seem right. But you can joke about it. I believe you can joke about anything. It all depends on how you construct the joke. What the exaggeration is. What the exaggeration is. Because every joke needs one exaggeration. Every joke needs one thing to be way out of proportion. Right. Give me an example. You ever see a news story like this in the paper? Every now and then you run into a story that says some guy broke into a house, stole a lot of things, and while he was in there, he raped an 81-year-old woman. And I'm thinking to myself, why? What the fuck kind of a social life does this guy have? I want to say, why did you do that? Well, she was coming on to me. We were dancing and I got horny. Hey, she was asking for it. She had on a tight bathrobe. I said, Jesus Christ, be a little fucking selective next time, will you? Now, speaking of rape, you know what I wonder? I wonder, is there more rape at the equator or the North Pole? These are the kind of things I think about when I'm sitting home alone and the power goes out. I wonder, is there more rape at the equator or the North Pole? I mean per capita. I know the populations are different. Most people think it's the equator. I think it's the North Pole. That's exactly why there's less rape at the equator, because there's a lot of fucking going on. You can tell there's a lot of fucking at the equator. Take a look at the population figures. Billions of people live near the equator. How many Eskimos we got? 30? 35? No one's getting laid at the North Pole. It's too fucking cold. Guys say to their wives, hey, tonight, honey, huh? Tonight, huh? Are you crazy? The wind chill factor is 300 below.
300 below.
300.
The wind chill factor.
300 below.
300 below.
And this man,
yeah,
one thing you have to say about him is
he breaks it down.
He breaks everything down.
Yeah, he breaks everything down.
And he literally sits there and thinks about, like he just said, he thought, oh, what kind of, who thinks about that shit? Like, equator or the whole, but he breaks down every aspect of it. You know what I'm saying? It's not just a.
He makes you aware of the absurdity of certain things.
He does, but
really.
he put his effort into it wasn't just a quick, I gotta do a stand up like some of these people now.
Right.
I gotta do a stand up. Let me just write some nonsense.
Just
And go out there and be funny because my name is this, and they're gonna come
for a career.
watch.
Yeah.
Right. No, he put his time in it, man. He put his time in it.
These guys are deprived, they're horny, they're pent up. Every now and then, they bust out, they gotta rape somebody. Now, the biggest problem an Eskimo rapist has, trying to get wet leather leggings off a woman who's kicking. Did you ever try to get leather pants off of someone who doesn't want to take them off? You would lose your heart on in the process. Up at the North Pole, your dick would shrivel up like a stack of dimes.
Stack of dimes.
Stacks of dimes. Oh, shit.
That's another thing I wonder.
A stack of dimes.
I wonder, does a rapist have a hard-on when he leaves the house in the morning? Or does he develop it during the day while he's walking around looking for somebody? These are the kind of thoughts that kept me out of the really good schools. Now I probably got the feminists all pissed off at me because I'm joking about rape. Feminists want to control your language. Feminists want to tell you how to talk. And they're not alone. They're not alone. I'm not picking on the feminists. They got a lot of company in this country. There's a lot of groups, a lot of institutions in this country want to control your language. Tell you what you can say and what you can't say.
Today's 10 times worse, man.
Right.
This was back then. He's talking about this. Can you imagine him talking
It's
about
easily
now?
Would be going
Easily 12,
in.
15 years ago. This, yeah.
No, it's got to be
more than that, probably.
way more than
Yeah.
that, man. Yeah, right. I'm thinking this is maybe late 90s.
Yeah.
Does it have a date on here? It doesn't. I'm curious to see when this is, but it definitely was before the Me Too's and all this stuff.
Oh, definitely,
Way before that, yeah.
definitely.
Man, he would
Nothing's
be going.
changed. Nothing's changed.
He will be going in on this though.
Can't say because it's a secret. You can't tell him that because he's not clear to know that. Government wants to control information and control language because that's the way you control thought. And basically that's the game they're in. Same with religion. Religion is nothing but mind control. Religion is just trying to control your mind, control your thoughts. So they're going to tell you some things you shouldn't say because they're sins. And besides telling you things you shouldn't say, religion's going to suggest to you some things you ought to be saying. Here's something you ought to say first thing when you wake up in the morning. Here's something you ought to say just before you go to sleep at night. Here's something we always say on the third Wednesday in April after the first full moon in spring at 4 o'clock when the bells ring. Religion is always suggesting things you ought to be saying. Same with political groups of all kinds. Political activists, anti-bias groups, special interest groups are going to suggest the correct political vocabulary, the way you ought to be saying things, and that's where the feminists come in. Now, as I said, I got nothing against the feminists. In fact, I happen to agree with most of the feminist philosophy I have read. I agree, for instance, that for the most part, men are vain, ignorant, greedy, brutal assholes who've just about ruined this planet. Who've just about ruined this planet because they're afraid someone might have a bigger dick out there somewhere. Men are basically insecure about the size of their dicks, and so they go to war over it. You don't have to be a political scientist or a history major to see the bigger dick foreign policy theory at work. It goes something like this. What? They have bigger dicks? Bomb them! And of course, the bombs and the bullets and the rockets are all shaped like dicks. I don't understand that part of it, but it is part of the equation. So I agree with that abstract, that males have pushed a technology that just about has this planet in a stranglehold. Mother Earth, raped again. Guess who? Hey, she was asking for it. I also happen to like it when feminists attack these fat-ass housewives who think there's nothing more to life than sitting home on the telephone, drinking coffee, watching TV, and pumping out a baby every 9 months. Will 7 be enough, Bob? But what's the alternative? What's the alternative to pumping out a unit every 9 months? Pointless careerism? Pointless careerism? Putting on a man-tailored suit with shoulder pads and imitating all the worst behavior of men? This is the noblest thing that women can think of? To take a job in a criminal corporation that's poisoning the environment and robbing customers out of their money? This is the
if he doesn't make you laugh, he'll make you think.
Yeah.
No, that's George.
His philosophy.
He'll make you laugh or think.
Man.
You know, either one.
Mm-hmm.
No, right. That's what I'm saying.
And what he's saying, you know, men cause women to act like men, you know, instead of being them. Yeah.
Women, I've noticed that most of these feminists are white, middle-class women. They don't give a shit about black women's problems. They don't care about Latino women. All they're interested in is their own reproductive freedom and their pocketbooks. But when it comes to changing the language, I think they make some good points. Because we do think in language. And so the quality of our thoughts and ideas can only be as good as the quality of our language. So maybe some of this patriarchal shit ought to go away. I think spokesman ought to be spokesperson. I think chairman ought to be chairperson. I think mankind ought to be humankind. But they take it too far. They take themselves too seriously. They exaggerate. They want me to call that thing in the street a person-hole cover. I think that's taking it a little bit too far.
Damn.
What would you call a ladies' man? A person's person? That would make a he-man an it person. The kids would be afraid of the boogie person. They'd look up in the sky and see the person in the moon. Guys would say, come back here and fight like a person, and we'd all sing for It's a Jolly Good Person. That's the kind of thing you would hear on Late Night with David Letterperson. You know what I mean?
George is incredible. George is incredible.
This man here, man. Now he breaks it down, man.
So I think it's an exaggeration, and I like to piss off any group that takes itself a little bit too seriously.
Right.
And it does not take a lot of imagination to piss off a feminist. All you gotta do is run into Now Headquarters or Ms. Magazine and say, hey, which one of you cute little cupcakes wants to come home and cook me a nice meal and give me a blowjob? Blowjob!
Cupcakes. Cupcakes. Which way? Cupcakes. Blowjob.
Oh, that pisses them off.
So,
You want to
other
piss
than
off the
that-
feminist? Call her a cum catcher. That'll get her attention. Don't act disgusted. Don't act disgusted. Half of you are going to go home and go down on each other tonight, remember?
Damn.
If you're willing to swallow cum, let's not make believe something I said was disgusting. Okay?
Get him, George. Get him, George. He will make you think. And he'll say, he'll shut you up. He's a beast.
No, he is. But, you know, his comedy style, he's not, you know, the typical punchline, you know what I'm saying, set up punchline.
But the
That's not his
thought-provoking
comedy.
is just as rewarding as the laugh.
No, it is. But
Yeah.
watching him, you're not going to every 5 seconds be,
No.
you know, like some of the other typical comedians. It's
Right,
more
right.
of a, he's going to take you on a little journey.
One-liners, yeah, right.
It's different, man. But like we all agree, he's Mount Rushmore.
Brilliant comedic mind.
Who else would you put on there, though? Richard
Pryor, George Carlin. Storytelling, Bill Cosby. Storytelling.
No, Cosby.
Storytelling. When that's for the
No,
last
don't
10,
break-
15 years.
No,
Storytelling?
Right. We're talking about just comedian.
Comedian?
Cosby's on there.
Yeah, he's on there.
That's
He's
3.
on there.
But who's the 4th?
You gotta do Chappelle and
Who's the
Yeah,
what
so-
the?
oh, not in order. I'm not giving you orders.
Who's the
Only
4th?
4, yeah. It was before.
Oh, it's what was 4? I'm sorry.
Stupid bitch.
It's not a basketball team.
Probably Chappelle.
I would probably say Chappelle. As
Yeah.
far as his impact and the things that he's carried since
Yeah,
the
yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
There's
I
no
would
one
say
more.
that's the
There's
top
no one
4.
more make you scream, laugh, and thought provoking in the last 20 years since this man died. He and you know Bird does it on comedic level, but as far as socially, man, yeah, it's hard. Yeah, Chappelle.
I
Yeah,
would say them 4.
yeah, those 4.
But if you're gonna ask me who's my personal fave,
gotta-
that's different from that.
Right,
Dave
exactly.
Chappelle, yeah.
But if you just giving props to people that did this, I mean,
Right,
you
and
gotta,
mastered it.
Those have to be
Yeah.
in my opinion, those have to be the 4 up there.
Yeah.
You got to put Cosby up there. It's rough, man.
He
because
does. He's
It's like
that's, I mean, that's another topic. though,
forget.
man,
Yeah, forget that.
You
Yeah,
take
sad.
that shit out of it, yeah.
He was a master. Look,
No, Cosby was a beast, man.
do you ever get that album to dedicate to my brother Russell, who I slept with? That album is masterful.
We're gonna do a lot more Carlin, guys. Let us know what vids you want to see from Carlin.
Driving.
We have driving.
What, driving?
It's 2 parts,
Yeah.
so we're gonna more than likely do that one next.
Excited to
It's
see
2
that.
parts, part 1, part 2.
1 and 2.
What else though? Let us know down below what else you want to see, guys. We appreciate you stopping by. We appreciate you supporting us. We appreciate you just watching with us. Hopefully you guys are staying safe, man. If you're new, hit that subscribe button. We're gonna do a lot more. Anything else?
Thanks
Else?
for watching.
Yeah, appreciate it, man.
Welcome
Y'all-
all comments.
y'all
Another
be
comment.
good. Be safe, man.
Leave comments, please. See you next time.